Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth. If you're joining me for the first time, you are welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for the support. It means so much to me. Alright, so guess what? It is movie review o'clock. Last movie I did a review on was Sister, and I really poured out my heart in that movie. Anyway, I enjoyed doing that. So whenever I watch a really interesting movie that I learned something from, or I just want to share my opinion about, I always find it very interesting and easy to jump on. Even though there are a lot of movies that I've enjoyed and I've not reviewed, I think it's just time and chance. Sometimes. Anyways, today I'll be reviewing Fair Play on Netflix. Fair Play. So, watching the trailer, it was very steamy, very intense, and I at first I'm like, this might be too much. I'm not sure. But then on Uti Wachuku's Instagram page, he posted the picture, and then he gave this what will I call it now? This suspense look, like, and I was like, okay, so he will make you want to go and watch the movie, basically. And so he was like, share your views. If you haven't watched it, go watch it and come tell me what you think about it. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So I decided to go to the comment section to hear what people are saying about the movie. And I found things very interesting from the comment section. I'm like, oh, I have to see this one. So I started watching the movie, and the beginning was a bit intense, romance and all that. But you think, but it was already obvious that something was going to happen, of course, because I'd already seen a lot of comments. Okay, but I didn't really get the full picture, so which is why I went to watch the movie. And I think that's what you're going to get from this review as well, because after I talk, you would just want to go and watch it for yourself. All right, whether I spoil it or not. Basically, this movie is about two people who were in a relationship, and they were working in the same firm. They were on the same level in the office. We're working together, and they just got engaged. That was what happened in the first 6 scenes of the movie. They got engaged, and they weren't ready to share it with the office yet, because of course it's against the office rules and regulation to date your co-worker. So they were waiting for a good time to be able to share the news. Meanwhile, one of them, it was just obvious that one of them is like, they were expecting the promotion. And in the movie, the lady was actually expecting it for the guy. Okay, she was genuinely happy that it would be the guy. But fortunately for her, she was the one that was promoted. And so that was where the movie actually started. After the promotion. Anyways, it is sits quite, it's not like you're not happy for somebody, but then it was unexpected. And I mean, the circumstances around which she was promoted, it was somehow to the guy, and the guy started feeling some type of way, which is understandable. At first, honestly, I understood I just understood his own point of view. I understood why he was behaving the way he was behaving. I understood why he was reacting the way. I mean, he's happy for her, but he cannot explain why sometimes he feels some type of way. I think it's just this. We'll get to that, right? But then the lady was just being her. She was just doing her job, having fun, enjoying the new level and the benefits that come with the level. Okay, and him on the other hand, it was more like a competition now for him. But then the competition was no longer healthy, because it was making him lose himself, lose his relationship. At some point, they even talked about, okay, he moving to another firm, because he was actually good, but it looked like the firm where they were working were already tired of him, but they didn't want to, they didn't want to tell him to go. Okay, so according to the boss, it was like when he gets the message, he would know what to do. So the lady knew this. So that's why she was kind of like telling him, because if you go outside, some people out there, other firms will take you seriously more than they do here. But no, it was not a competition for him. It was like, no, I'll make it here. And they had plans to actually help push him. All right, but it wasn't just working for him. Okay, and because of, I think, 1 or 2 records where he had already lost money in the company, and they weren't ready to take any chances on him anymore, at least for that time. But then he didn't understand that fact. It was now a competition. It was no longer him trying to work to climb the ladder. Honestly, it was now him trying to do everything possible to make sure that he gets to that level of the lady. And then he began to, it was just obvious he started hating on her. I don't know if that's the right word to use. This was a 2-hour movie. It was long. At some point, I was already exhausted. Like, these two people are stressing me out already. Like, it was just too much. But then again, I wanted to see what will happen at the end, because yeah, it's that kind of movie that would just, you might be tired, but you just want to see the end of the movie. Although it was intriguing, though, it's just that it was these two people either fighting or just, it was just about the two of them, dialogues and all, but it was interesting. So when this heat starts between the two of them, you might just have to pick a side, because at first I was understanding the guy's perspective and why he was feeling the way he was feeling, but then I was like, nah, you're going too far, man. Bro, you're doing too much already. Calm down. Do you understand? You just have to pick a side, and definitely you want to pick the girl side, except you are a guy like that guy. Oh, and it's also a story that a lot of people relate with, especially I think even men and women, they will relate with. It's just that people don't like to be honest with themselves. They feel like, no, I'm not competing with you, but indirectly you are competing. In your heart, you are competing, and it's okay if you're competing. Like, if you just want to do your best to be the best, but then if somebody else's success is triggering you that much and you can't control yourself. Now, here's what I thought. So what I really want to share is what I noticed in the movie and what I learned from the movie. Now, the ending is a bit unexpected. Yes, that's the word. It's a bit unexpected, but I absolutely loved that ending. Yes. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The part where the heat started, what I noticed is that the guy couldn't control himself anymore. This competition entered jealousy, now entered bitterness, now entered, what's the word now? Like, it just went south. The love between them just went sour, and it was now all about. And I learned something from the beginning when they were trying to do love matter. See, ladies, when you're in love, carry your head along. It's okay to be in love. It's okay, but go with your head and don't downplay red flags. Don't downplay red flags. You will learn. You're gonna learn. Don't downplay red flags. See, red flags are there for a reason. From the first shower scene that they both had, there is always truth, though, but we will not listen to it. We will not hear. This love will deaf our ear, blind our eyes. See, the truth always comes out small. You understand? But the lies are louder in our ears. I'm just saying. I'm saying our because I know what I've me too. I've fooled myself like that before, so I know what I'm saying. Just trying to say that it's something that is common among us, like ladies. When this red flag, listen to this red flag. It's important because you will see it play out. You will eventually see it play out. Signs were there from the beginning. That's one thing I like this movie about. Like, it was a well written story. Sometimes a little jealousy as human beings here and there, it's okay, especially for the one you love and all that. But when you two, there are times that we are very honest with ourselves, but we just don't like to be honest with ourselves. But if you can be honest with yourself, you will know that you are going out of line. Man, you are woman, you are stepping out of line. You're doing too much already. You need to reboot, come back to yourself, and talk to yourself. This thing called ego. There's a quote I saw. It said, "A bad day for your ego is a good day for your soul." This thing called ego, it will destroy. It is destroying. It has destroyed a lot of people. Like, you can see that this thing I'm doing is bad, but you cannot help it because you just feel like, no, let me stand my ground on this. Especially for men, because men now feel like, oh, this wickedness is what makes me to be a man. No, I know that he was kind of trying to protect her, but then he started using negative words on her, trying to water her own spirit down. Now you tell her that, Look at the way you're dressed. You even look at the way you're dressed. You're dressed like a slut, or you're dressed like, is that how you dress to work? Trust me, to be very honest with you, while I was watching the movie, all I was saying was, wow, this girl dresses really nice. Like, she dresses really decent, to be honest with you. And the moment he made that statement, I was like, what? Just because you want to break her? And this if you put yourself in, if you can relate to this story, you will know how people try to do these things. Like, they will make you feel like everything you're doing is wrong, just so you feel bad. They just want to drag you down to that level where they are. Do you understand? Look at the way you're dressed like a harlot. Not telling her that, oh, because I mean, it's a men-dominated company, right? So maybe when they're going out, the bosses are having a get together, just sit out. She's privileged to be there because she's on that level with them, right? He starts to tell her, you think you're just a lady they need. Like, it makes her feel terrible about herself, about the situation, and about her promotion. Why? Why? That is borderline wickedness. I will not forget to say that it takes a strong man. I didn't say a proud man. I didn't say an egocentric man. I did not say a narcissist. It takes a strong man to actually endure and watch your woman climb a ladder going up without being mean to her, without indirectly firing her, without indirectly trying to drag her down. When I mean drag her down, it's not literally saying, oh, come down from the ladder. It's with the things you say to her. You will just want to kill her spirit. Now, when she was going back to work that day, after he told her that thing, that look at the way you're dressed, it was obvious that, there are some things that outside that will tell you, it will not do anything. You will not even feel it. But when somebody inside tells you, it completely shatters you. Do you understand? You start feeling bad for having something good working for you, having things working out for you. So that's what I mean by you try to break her down. Okay, it takes a strong man to have actually endured the lady climb steps ahead of you and still cheer her on. It's not easy, actually, but this is what I'm trying to bring out. It's not easy, but it's possible. It's possible if you work on yourself, if you pieces that thing called ego. If you let your ego win, you did not win, especially in situations like this. The best thing for this man to have done is to listen to her, okay, and just even advise himself. All they sit down together. Look, I'm not feeling like, if he was even expressive about how he felt about the situation without trying to bring her down, it would have been different. Like, I feel some type of way, I don't know how I feel, but what do I do? How can you help me? Do you understand? So the girl will now give, okay, and even if he didn't come that way, the girl is still looking for ways to help. Like, okay, let's look for somewhere outside. I know plenty of places that you can work outside and you'll be valuable. You'll be more valuable than you feel here. Do you understand? This man, he said, no, we must make her for inside this company. We die here. This is how this man started this started fighting with people that are not fighting with him. And you know what that means when you are having so much inside of you. You're just angry. You're just pissed off at everybody. And you just come to the office angry. And you're just I was stressed out on his behalf. Like, honestly, I was stressed out because it was a lot to take in. Okay. But like I said, it takes a strong man to handle a strong woman. You see a woman being successful, you see your partner, whether your wife or your girlfriend, you see them being successful, cheer them on. What does it take you to cheer them on? Well, I don't even understand. The next thing that I didn't even know that Igbo people say get this thing for, but that's not only African men. But then it's a good thing that we can see that it's a character trait, it's inbuilt. Now, if you see such kind of thing, you have such kind of problem. The problem is that people don't agree, they don't accept that they have it as a problem. Why will I be jealous of you? Why will I jealous? Why will I try to bring it up? What do I have to get? It's a lie. It's a lie. When somebody says something different and they are still doing what they said they are not doing. Do you understand? A lot of women can relate to this. A lot of women. I'm telling you the truth. And even a lot of men, if they want to be honest with themselves. I'm not saying this is particular, but it's particular to men in this situation because it is the woman that was elevated. Do you understand? And you know how the superiority complex plays out when he's feeling incapacitated, like, oh, my woman is making more than me, she's earning more than me, she's sitting on bigger tables than I am, she's sitting with big men than I am. It begins to, it's understandable. Like I said, I understood him from the beginning, but when he started overdoing things, I'm like, nah, enough, please. Do you understand? Let everybody breathe. Let everybody breathe. You owe them that responsibility. And you know, this lady still held on to this man. She still held on to the man. She still believed in their relationship. You know, they used to be very, they were very intimate, but then they started losing that connection. And every time before, unlike before, oh, babe, let's do this, and they would just jump on it. But now the guy was just, withdrawing himself from her, withdrawing everything from her, and she was still feeling like, okay, let them use their like sex life to bring things back together. The guy was not having it. It was not working, which is understandable because he might not be there, he might not come up for there. So the girl was just on her own. Anyways, she tried to use that as a tool to like kind of bring this thing together. But what did she get? She got abused in the process. We will now start the aggressiveness still. Literally he raped her. Do you understand? Okay, you guys were okay, you're doing stuff, and then next thing you're banging her head on the sink. Do you understand? You're banging her head on. I'm like, she's okay, like, oh, it's okay, stop, I'm hurting. Bam, again. Abba. Why? Now he's using anger to do everything. Oh my. Oh my God. And then, as if that was not enough, it was bad. It was bad. But here comes the good part. No, I love that part because she already felt violated. She already felt abused. She felt, he has watered her down. He has watered her down with his words. He has also done it with his actions. And he went to the office. I did not say that part. He went to the office to embarrass her. When she had a presentation, he went there to now, the news that they've been hiding, to share in a reasonable way, in a more presentable way, in a more acceptable way. He went there drunk, just messed everything up, just try to bring her down. But guess what? He did not bring her down. And this is one thing about some bosses, like, you just come out clean and don't bring your dirty lining into the public. People do stuff. Everybody has a bad, the story that they're not completely proud of. Everybody don't fuck up. But make sure you keep it well. It's not something that should come and be affecting our work here. As long as you are bringing your A game to office, you are giving them results. You understand? What you are doing in your personal life really doesn't matter to them, even though it matters. But then keep it outside of the business. Do you understand? So she went to the boss. She explained herself. She said what she had to say to retain her job, which I think was very smart of her. Very, very smart of her. Back to him. They were living together. I forgot to mention they were living together. So now, after everything, of course, he has lost the job because he really messed up. He definitely cannot go back to the job. And then he was not telling her that he wants to go to meet his uncle, his brother, or whatever, somewhere. This is your stuff. This is my stuff. She said, who told you I care about that? You raped me. And it was like, what do you mean rape? What do you mean rape? I'm like, you did. If not, how did I get this? How did I get this? And, this was the time she needed him to be accountable for his actions. Do you understand? Because he has literally ruined everything. And then she just wanted him to be accountable for his actions. And he kept going about saying, this is yours, this cup is your own, this spoon is my own, I'll be taking this one as I'm going to my uncle's place to start again. Who fucking cares about you starting again? Bro, you insulted me, you abused me, and I need you to take responsibility for that. I need you to. And he was not ready to. He was still being himself. And my dear, she took her power back. I feel like that scene was just trying to depict her taking her power back, especially from people that would not say it without being forced out of them. That was like a redemption period for her, a redemption moment for her. She needed to, take back what has been stripped, what she has stripped her of. Do you understand? And she absolutely achieved that, and I completely love that about her, because I didn't even expect. Like, I was already tired. Like, okay, so what's going to happen now? And boom, that scene came up, and she made him actually sorry. She made him sorry. That's what I'm going to say. She made him sorry. She made him sorry for all of those wickedness that he has done to her. And I think she also made him realize, even though it was also satisfying to watch him know that he has messed things up. He has actually messed everything up because of this little thing that started with competition, that led to jealousy, bitterness, hate, that you would have contained, that you would have actually taken control of from the beginning. But no, you let it, you just allowed it to grow and grow into something that was going to destroy you at the end of the day. So she made him actually realize that at the end of the day, and in her presence. Because listen, sometimes healing comes with when you see that, okay, this person is really sorry. Like, this person knows what they've done to me. Not, oh, they offend you and they just say they are sorry, or they don't even say they are sorry. Sometimes for some people, healing comes when they know that you know what you did to them. You know the gravity of what you did to them. You don't belittle what you did to them. Do you understand? That helps their healing process. And I'm glad that she got that for herself. Okay? And now the lesson here is that, please, a little jealousy is okay. But when you know it's turning into something you cannot control. This is not just about relationship. Friends. Your friend is making it. Why are you angry? Why are you angry? I don't even understand. Just be happy for people. If you like such kind of thing, do you to do your own work. We are all on a different path. Everybody will not be everything. Do you understand? If you admire something, work towards it diligently. Do you understand? And it's not somebody's success that should now be in your chest. Oh, she has gone to level 5. I must get to level 5 by force, by fire. Even though you are not equal, you are not worthy of level 5. You have not gotten to the stage of level 5. You want to force yourself there just because somebody is there and you can't stand the person being there. No. Unhealthy competition is bad. Unrealistic dreams, destructive. They are destructive. My lesson is, see, small jealousy that is not contained, that is not taken into cognizance. Like, this my jealousy don't enter another level. God, I beg you. Go and pray. Go and pray to God. God, please help me. Do you understand? Nobody is above these little mistakes sometimes. But when you know it's getting to the level where it could destroy you, call yourself to order. Do you understand? Call yourself to God, help me. And then if you need to, and just do what you have to do to help yourself. Do you understand? That's just all I'm going to say. And men, ego is okay. But watch it. Watch it. And I would really highly suggest this movie to men. And it doesn't just, like I said, it's not just about a working environment or you and a relationship. There are many places in your marriage. In your marriage, go and check yourself. Check yourself very well. You will not agree. You will not agree to anybody, but you will agree to yourself. Yes, you'll be honest with yourself. Check yourself and be honest with yourself. So that you don't let your ego win all the time. Do you understand? When your ego wins all the time, it is bad, oh. It's very bad if you let your ego be the one that will be ruling and controlling every of your actions with people. You do not win, oh. You are losing gradually. You are losing gradually. So just watch it. All right. So let me know if you've watched the movie. Just let me know what you think in the comment section. I know I've said a lot of things. I can't even just exhaust it. But then just let me know what you think about the movie.